Shana Tova, I'm Mayor Weinstein, the National Director of the Jewish Defense League of Canada. This New Year, as with all Jewish New Years, we have to look within ourselves and ask ourselves the honest question, whether going forward will be a better year for us, whether we will be better Jews, better people than last year. We have to look back to last year and see and measure ourselves. What did we do? How much did we contribute to our people? We have to understand that every Jew is responsible for every other Jew. In fact, the first principle of the Jewish Defense League is Ahavat Yisrael, love of the Jewish people, love of Jew for Jew. Jewish Defense League feels the pain for the community, all Jewish communities, and therefore we act. We're an organization based on action. Yesterday, unfortunately, I received a phone call from Jewish students from one of the campuses, one of the many campuses here in Canada. The students were informing me that life on campus is toxic. They're being called Zionist pigs. These students have turned to our established Jewish organizations, CJA, the Simon Wiesenthal Center, for help. They've received no help. They're turning to Jewish Defense League for concrete action. And we're going to give them that action, and that help, and that support. When we move forward into the new year, that's going to be one of our emphasis for the organization, to work on campus, to tackle the issue of anti-Semitism on campus. Jewish students being attacked and being made to feel ashamed of being Jewish, and our Jewish leaders, who are paid well for the money that you contribute to them, don't do anything. They're ineffective. You have leaders such as Rabbi Pupko in Montreal representing CJA that says there's no need for Jews to learn self-defense. What an abomination. We also have issues with the Jafari Center, one organization, one radical Islamic organization here in Canada, situated north of Toronto. They've submitted an application for expansion. Now this organization, if you go on their website, you're 1 or 2 clicks away from the Hezbollah in Lebanon, and again 1 or 2 clicks away from radical Iran. They're very active with Al-Quds Day. The leadership of the Jafari Center is the leadership for COSMO, one of the most radical Islamic organizations in Canada, a few years ago on their website, featuring videos from the former leader of the Ku Klux Klan for the United States, David Duke. Hate organizations. And incidentally, one of our former community leaders, Bernie Farber, the former CEO of the now disbanded Canadian Jewish Congress, attends functions at the Jafari Center. This center is looking to expand. Their initial application has been not accepted by the City Council in Vaughan. They have another chance to resubmit in the middle of November. We will be there front and center to ensure that our community is well aware of the threat posed by bringing more adherents to radical Islam to Thornhill. And we understand this problem isn't just a local issue in Thornhill or Toronto. This is throughout Canada, throughout the world. And again, our community leaders are ineffective on this issue. So as we move forward, our focus will be this year the campuses and to set up chapters in other cities. One more point that I'd like to bring out in my brief message, New Year message to the community and our supporters, is that unfortunately it has come to our attention again that the Jewish Federation of Ottawa, for Holocaust Remembrance Week in November, has invited as their keynote speaker Bernie Farber, the former CEO of the Canadian Jewish Congress, which doesn't exist anymore. But aside from Bernie Farber attending functions at the Jafari Center, he has attended functions and been listed as a speaker for ISNA, an organization that has been shown to have ties to terrorist groups. Bernie Farber advocates for Justin Trudeau, who a year ago spoke at an assembly organized by Islamic Relief Canada. The government of Israel listed Islamic Relief Worldwide as a supporter of Hamas and has blacklisted that organization in Israel. We would like to see that organization here shut down. But Justin Trudeau has attended their conference and spoke at their conference at the Metro Convention Center that was picketed a year ago by the Jewish Defense League and widely covered by Sun News. Bernie Farber has turned a blind eye to that. Bernie Farber has turned a blind eye to the leader of the Liberal Party of Canada going after the radical Islamic vote, and has on many, many occasions spoken out against a champion of Jewish rights, the Prime Minister of Canada, Stephen Harper. Now, as a Jew, as a child of survivors, I fully respect non-Jewish individuals that help protect Jews. And Stephen Harper has risen to the occasion on many occasions to support the Jewish community and to support the state of Israel when it is constantly under attack. He has spoken out against Israel Apartheid Week. The leader of the Liberal Party, if God forbid he gains any prominence and wins an election, there will be an acceleration of anti-Semitism in Canada. One of Bernie Farber's heroes on the issue of Israel from the Jewish community in the United States is Peter Beinart. Peter Beinart severely criticized the government of Israel and the Israeli army's action in Gaza during the previous war just a month ago. As we move forward into the new year, not only will the Jewish Defense League be looking to expand its base in Canada, but we will make an effort to out community leaders that, again, you support, that you pay. We want you to give your support to the Jewish Defense League. We've earned your support. We're on the streets. We confront the hate head on. We work with many other organizations in Canada. In fact, Muslim organizations in Canada that understand the threat of radical Islam. We work with them. We work with Christian organizations because Christians are under attack in the Middle East, being slaughtered. And they come to us and they march with us. We stare down together those people who march against Israel and support Hamas. We need your help. This is a battle. The Canadian government says anti-Semitism is on the rise. Audits throughout the world show that anti-Semitism is on the rise. We're not going to defeat it by sending letters. We're not going to defeat it by sending out fancy press releases. We're going to make our mark by training Jews to stand up strong and proud and confront and expose this hate and never back up and never give in and never appease. I'm Mayor Weinstein, National Director of the Jewish Defense League. I want to wish you all Shana Tova, Happy New Year, a sweet year. Let it be a strong year and a safe year. Let's build bridges together. Let's build a good future for the Jewish people. Thank you very much. Shalom.